Hi, how y'all doing? Hey Marjorie and Shack Rockin' King. Good to see y'all. I know it's been a minute since I hit that live button. Hey Tammy. Oh, I love Tashanna. And I love you all right back. Yeah, I've what you probably hear tonight is me taking a lot of deep breaths. Um it's been hard to talk like the days before or whatever, and I actually feel pretty good today. Today been the day that I have been woke the most. Like today out of today I probably slept about 4 hours today. And all of my other days have been like the majority of the day is that's all you do is sleep all day long. What's up, Shalissa? The majority of the day is that's what you do is sleep all day long. So today I do feel a whole lot better. Um the only thing I got going on today is my stomach and trying to regulate. Hey Chris. Um I don't know what this thing is that my stomach be doing, but you know, like when you hungry or whatever, your stomach be growling or whatever like that. It's like that, but it's like my stomach like a tea kettle or something like that. It just be boiling like for hours and hours and hours. Um, and then I guess with all the different medications and stuff put together, like I don't know. I told my sister earlier today it feel like they having the different medicines having a fight with each other, and they declaring like who gonna win and who ain't gonna win. I guess I don't know, but yeah, I just came on here and I thought about that. I had showed people how to do the strawberries or anything, and I wanted to know, did anybody try to do the strawberries or anything, and if y'all having any success with it, or anybody had any questions or anything like that, because I'm not going to try and stay on here that long. I just wanted to come and be able to say hi to you all. And I've been going around those of you all that have pages and stuff like that. You know, I go over it and be watching your videos and stuff like that. I probably don't say a whole bunch of anything, but sometimes I be typing in people's chats and stuff like that. But along with this, hey Lori, um along with this comes a lot of fatigue going through chemotherapy and stuff, and sometimes holding the telephone can be like you holding a 50-pound weight in your hands sometimes. um so it's like 1 minute you in and the next minute you out or whatever. um so it's like a roller coaster run. And what I'm trying to do right now is like trying to enjoy this space in between, because I don't go back um to have another treatment until the 14th. So I'm trying to just be okay with, what's going on right now in between the free space that's there. And so last night was the first time I had a dream last night of I'm already walking back into have another treatment again. And in my dream I was just like, I didn't wanna I didn't want to face it again because of what happened this time or whatever. And then I woke up, and when I went back to sleep, the dream didn't continue. But, I just like, I'm just asking for peace in my mind as I go along this journey. And then for the doctor to tell me that I'm only doing 80% of the treatment right now. I don't want to know what it is to have 100% of the treatment. And right now, y'all just can't see me. I'm just laying here with the lights off and I'm just laying here chilling. So, but I did, let me see. Marjorie, and I seen some of the questions you have. They will be wrote down. Cause I seen you asked about the ginger chews and everything. It's just a lot more comments and stuff that been happening on the page or whatever. And I don't never want nobody to be like they feel like left out or whatever. Y'all absolutely know that I love y'all. I talk to y'all and stuff all the time. Y'all be like my relief, I be y'all relief. We got a balance going on over here. But yeah, I knew at some point it'll come to a point where you can't go in like every single thing or heart every single thing that somebody say, but you know, y'all know what it is. um, when you cover the bowl with plastic wrap, do you poke holes in it? Marjorie, no, you don't. In the beginning, you don't poke holes in it. What you do is you watch it during the process. You sit it in like a sunny place, so it's like a airtight situation, and you watch it to see when green starts to grow in there. And when you see something green, one of the plants pop up, you want to take a toothpick and poke maybe like 3 holes right over that area. Only the area that you see something growing in, to give it a little bit of ventilation, because if you don't, then it just smothers the flower back out. Um, if you don't. But at first, no, you don't have any holes in it at all. Just leave it sealed. But yeah, I planted mine and I stuck them in the windowsill, and then after I stuck them in the windowsill, I haven't seen them. Um, I forgot to take them along with me, so I don't know what's going on with my strawberry plants or anything. So I was figuring maybe I'll just live vicariously through y'all strawberry plants and everything. I seen Gamma over there. She's growing. Her things done popped up everywhere over there. She actually up potting her things at this moment and everything. Loving to see like the growth and everything. I haven't gotten a chance to see Justice Reacts things yet, but I know they all growing. So, and then Gamma over there, she teaching other people how to grow and everything. So that in itself, um, that's amazing. But Marjorie, did you do the strawberries already, or are you just asking questions, getting ready to um to try it? Yes, my mom is about to start hers. Alrighty then. Yes. Ain't nothing like having your own um fresh food going over there. And another thing is right now is like this incision that I had on my shoulder, the glue and stuff starting to crack up now. So it's like I see what the lady was talking about. She said when it started to crack up, don't pick at it and don't scratch it and all of that stuff. Man, please. I have to, you know how you have to discipline your own self like you want to pop your own hand. Don't you touch it. It gotta be like that. Um, but yeah, and I know everybody's saying if it's itching, then that means it's healing up. It's healing up real good or whatever. I can turn my neck real good now. Yeah, I ain't so scared. I don't feel the thing in my neck. You know it's there. You know it's there. Um, but yeah, it's not like it was before where it was very irritating and stuff like that. Um, Yeah, especially these days, gotta prepare. Yeah, cause y'all, we don't know what's gonna come down the pipeline and stuff. Right about now, it's a lot going on in this world. Getting ready, planted apple and rosemary. All righty then, come on, Marjorie. The apple that you planted, was it something that you got from the grocery store? Um, yeah, don't touch it. It's just, automatically when you feel something and you feel like it's itchy or whatever, your hand want to gravitate to it. But you know, I keep it under wraps and not touch it. Okay, yeah, I know that's right, Marjorie. Grow the things that you get from the grocery store. That you get from the grocery store and see what you can get from that. But with the apple, you put it in the dirt, cuz I'm and that it would be something different because I don't know if it's winter, if it's still like kind of cool where you are. It can work in that way, but apple seed goes through a situation like what they call like the stratus phase or something like that. I think I'm saying the word right. If I ain't saying it right, then I'm gonna still explain to y'all what that means. So with an apple, how I start my apples out is you put the apple seed um on like a wet paper towel, and then you wrap it up, and then you wrap the paper towel in foil paper and sit it on the refrigerator door. Or you don't even have to wrap it. You can just put it inside of a Ziploc bag and sit it on the door of the refrigerator. Kind of like where you would put your butter or something like that. Put it in that area because the refrigerator stay dark as long as it's closed or whatever. And you start letting the apple tree will actually start growing inside of the refrigerator. Once you see it growing in the refrigerator, you usually take it from out of there and then you plant it in a pot and then it grow up. That's how I started all of my apple trees. How do I start cucumbers? Chris, you want to get the cucumbers from the you want to use the cucumber that you got from the grocery store, or you want to go and buy seed? I started with the napkin and putting water on it. Yeah, but apple have to go to they go I say the refrigerator because they pop out in the cold. So I don't know if it'll work, Marjorie, though, but if try it and see. They be saying it's more than one way to skin a cat. So I'm going to put it in the fridge. Yeah, just put it on the door. And as you open the door up every day, just look at it. You will see it literally, it will grow the leaves and everything on it right there in the refrigerator. You will see it happening when it start to happen. First it'll get a little tail that come out of the apple seed. Um, you know, it shows itself. Yeah. Yes, one from the store. So Chris, when you cut your cucumber open, flake some of the seeds out of it, and I'll say probably at most get you about between 5 and 10 seeds out of your cucumber, and put them on a napkin. Now just let them sit on the napkin and let them dry out on the napkin. When they dry out, You can go and you can put them, you can stick like your pointy finger to the first line that's on your pointy finger. Poke 5 holes in a little pot and drop 5 of your seeds inside of those little holes. I always say like the dice on the like the 5 on the dice. Poke the holes like that, plant 5 of them, and they won't stay in that pot forever because literally, if let's say you had a 5 gallon bucket, you could put 2 cucumber plants inside of the 5 gallon bucket and you can get away with it as long as it's got something to climb up on. But more than that in a 5 gallon bucket is too much. So basically, you're just putting a lot of things you plant, you start them out in one thing and then you thin them out and plant them in different places or whatever. So just know you're putting 5 of them in there. The 5 of them won't be able to grow in there. You nor will you be able, if it's a little pot, you won't be able to grow the cucumber plant in that pot forever. You will up pot it at some point. I'm going to get it in the fridge. Okay then. Yes, one from the store. OMG. And should I keep inside or out? I'm in North Carolina. You can definitely start it on the inside, Chris. Um, when you put it in its pot, you can put it in the windowsill anywhere in your house or like in a place that a lot of sun come through the window because a cucumber like the sun, and once it get um to a certain point, it's gonna do better outside unless you got like a greenhouse or something like that of the sort. It's gonna do better outside. So, um, yeah, you can put it in. I mean, there's all different kinds of ways. Like you can grow that. Oh my God. Whew. Oh, okay. Um, but yeah, Chris, as you go along, just ask questions because these some of like Gamma Gamma's doing her peppers and stuff. And I'm excited for her learning all the different things or whatever. But um like she up potted those things today. She gonna have to do it over again because they're gonna keep growing. She picked some um like the peppers. Peppers grow like a little hedge. They grow like a little small tree. So yeah, those babies won't be able to stay. That she'll be like those pots where she was planting in today. She'll only be able to have like uh and those pots will only hold a pepper for a little bit of time because what they do is the root on them grows really fast. And so as the root fill up the pot, it'll stunt the growth of your plants. And you can choose to keep them in something small so that they don't grow really big or whatever. But once your plants start to grow, who wants to stop the potential of your plant growing till its full potential? You know what I'm saying? So, just as you go along, I don't be wanting to give a whole lot of information for the growing process because sometimes it can seem overwhelming. And that's the least thing that I want to do to somebody is make the process overwhelming. Just the excitement alone of seeing what I planted, what I bought from the grocery store. I can flick the seeds out of it. I can regrow it again and turn it into more food for myself. Is an amazing process all on its own. Look, there's Gamma right there. Hey, Gamma. That's an amazing process all on its own. So just to see the excitement of I'm learning how to do X, Y, and Z is very exciting for me. And of course, yeah, I want to jump in and be like, no, do this, do this, do this. But I remember going through that stage and just being so excited about just seeing the seed that I dropped into the ground grow into something like this right here is the next stage. And with it, each stage, one can ignore it for a few minutes, that the excitement of it all. And that's why I keep asking, how do you feel about, you see, you went and planted this thing and now it's turned into this. So um it can be a very beautiful thing to grow. And I'm so glad, like, to see the kids standing by and watching everything that's happening, because that's exactly what my grandma did with me. um i want I want to fast forward to growth. Chris, I think all of us be wanting to do that, but it don't work like that, homegirl. It don't work like that. But it's eventually you will get to that point, and I'm telling you, you'll be, the next thing you know, you'll be out of control um with growing things. You just want to continue to grow. As you grow, you learn to grow one thing, you'll want to learn to grow the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing, and the next thing. It's great. Hey, she cooks. Um, Gamma, I'm doing pretty good. That's My stomach is like doing it is in a whole nother world on its own. It's a balancing act of all kinds of different stuff. So trying to go through that. So y'all might hear my stomach boil or whatever while we on here. Just chop it up to the game. Like I want collard greens tomorrow. You want collard greens tomorrow. Now collard greens will grow really, really fast. Once you put them in, like, if you want collard greens now, I mean, let me tell you something. Collard greens will grow a real long way. Like Gavin said, she didn't know that if she put them lettuce there, that she thinks she didn't know she was gonna get as many as well. And I'm here to tell you, collard greens will do the same exact thing. You sprinkle all them collard green seeds, I'm telling you, anywhere from 5 to 10 collard green seeds is more than enough when you're starting out. Unless you're trying to start a big old garden right from the beginning. The collard greens will grow just like that lettuce do. And then you have to separate them. Um, so if you want to start collard greens out right now is a good time. Actually, and when it first got cold and everything, because collard greens love to grow in the cold. So, yes, I gotta do better with my grandkids. No, Gamma, let me tell you something. I watched your video today, and I already thought that you were doing an amazing job. Your granddaughter was there, and she was asking you all them questions. I'm telling you, I was like the clumps behind the scenes, clapping my hands together. Sherman, Sherman, Sherman. I was really excited for her to be there, and she was asking all of the questions and everything like that. So just her watching you do doing what you doing, you're already being contagious already, letting it go down the line. So she gonna be interested in trying to grow that stuff to her own self. So I was I was saying the whole way through, good job, Gamma. Go girl. Wait, I need a membership over here. No, you don't need a membership over here, but you can get one now if you want to. She cooks and roasts. Okay, that's good to hear that you're okay. Yeah, I'm okay. It's a little bit of a ride, but it's okay. I'm okay. Chris, did you see Tashanna picking all those greens out of her garden? They look so good. And y'all, I haven't seen my garden. Um, I haven't seen my garden. I think the last time I seen my garden was with you all. So, yeah. I ain't gonna even go all back into that. Yes, all super green. Water sprinkling down. It was soothing. Yep. And that's, you know what, the same thing. No matter, don't, the important thing is as you growing, make all the mistakes that you can. If something dies, save your seeds. That's why I say use 5 to 10 seeds so you have more. You have more to make all the mistakes that you want to. Don't let nobody overstress you about how you doing things. And just like Gamma, you was doing the watering and stuff like that. Everybody do everything. There's so many different ways to do things. If you want to stand over and you want to mist your plants with water and everything, you can water your plants that way. Everybody's gonna tell you like different ways that they do different things. You know, it's so many different ways to do it, and all of them, um, they can all be the right way. I seen you talking to your plants today. I said, look at Gamma talking to her babies already. She talking to her plants. I was like, mm-hmm. Yes, the clumps, Chris. Yes, the clumps. I was so excited that the grandbaby was there. And whether y'all know it or not, this is stuff me and Gamma been talking about since forever. Everything that I said to Gamma is happening right now without anybody even trying to make it happen. It's just happening. Like I didn't think that I would see in a video her grandbaby is just there and she just so excited and this is this and this is that and she asking all the questions. She's going along in the journey with her, which then gonna bring in the other kids and they all gonna be excited um about what they learning about. And Gamma Mama know a whole bunch about the garden and stuff already. She already know. I actually take my mom to Home Depot tomorrow to get her planting stuff. Oh, okay, Chris, you being contagious too. Y'all come through. Yeah, all of us teach one. She was asking questions, but I don't know any. Gamma, you was doing a good job. And the one thing about it, don't make it don't over stress about it. Just let it be like a learning thing. You're growing it with each thing, and there's so many other things you can look up here on YouTube, not just from me, but you can get answers from a whole bunch of other gardeners and stuff like that. Because I'm telling you, that's how I did. It was a lot of things that I didn't know about, but I went and asked YouTube, what's wrong with this plant? Why is my plant doing this and why is my plant doing that? And that's how I got my answers and everything. So allow yourself allow yourself to make mistakes and save some of your seeds so you can go back and you know try it again. I'm actually taking my mom to Home Depot tomorrow to get her planting stuff. That's nice. Is they be waiting for me to talk to them. I know that's right. Yeah, they them be your babies. I never thought the day would come. Yeah, literally. I just told you. I know if you keep coming over here and you keep listening to the benefits. And listen, I even heard you say today, you gonna get you that you gonna get you a little thing to raise up your little raised garden. Honey, I already know. She hooked. She gonna be hooked. I already know. That's why I say once them grandkids get involved in it, you got them seeds sitting there. It's just gonna continue to grow. Continue to grow. Um, I'm like, Mama, be quiet and let Tashanna, cause I ain't see you. I ain't see you raise damn garden. Listen, Mama knew. If Mama ain't know nothing, she knew what she was talking about on that day. Hey, Korean. Hey, girl. I hope you feeling better. I clicked over here so fast. Good to see you. Hey, pretty brown. Hey, girl. Gabby, your mama was by to tell you off. Yes, she was in them looks that she was giving. Like, I know what she thought. And then she kept telling Gamma, you killed the flowers. Oh, God. She was taking me out with that one. She said she killed the flowers. She was like, I did not, Mom. Why do you keep saying that, Mom? I did not. I love seeing y'all talk. I love seeing y'all talk together. I think Mom actually going I think her garden gonna be A1 on top of it. She already know what she want. I gotta get a new greenhouse. I got tomatoes, peas, strawberry, watermelon, and squash. Okay, she cooks. All right. Yeah, you got quite a bit already. Hmm. Um. Yeah, that's so cool. She cooks. And Gamma, I heard you was talking. You was saying about the fertilizer that you I talked on here the other night, and I was telling other people you don't have to go and buy fertilizers all the time, especially for the things that you're growing. The things you're growing, they're very interested in nitrogen. So your plants start to get like a light color or whatever. You can simply, if you have any grass growing around in your area now, because I know y'all been dealing with snow and stuff, you can simply get grass um and put it in some water and let it sit, and that turns into nitrogen. Y'all forgive me, my stomach is whew. um you can put the grass in water and create your own nitrogen in that way. So there's different ways to be able um to create fertilizers and stuff for your plants. It doesn't just have to be, the stuff that you get from the store. You kill the flowers. Um yeah, yes, I love it. I always grow something. I know that's right. She cooks. Yep. Keep your stuff, your things growing, and I'm telling you, ain't nothing like the stuff that you grow your own self. It's always better. Chris, I haven't even had no flowers. I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? Yeah, mama adamant about that. Girl, you are so smart. Let me go. Let me go hunt down some grass. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways for you to create your own fertilizer. Well, I tried to tell you some other ways that you can make fertilizer, but you absolutely wouldn't hear none of those ways that you make fertilizer, because you do know your pee is the same, is nitrogen too. But them the things Gamma don't want to hear about right there, but to somebody. Um that's that real free fertilizer right there. Um I'm finally moving back into my apartment that caught on fire. Ooh, Korean, that's been a long, good long time. But congratulations that you getting ready to move back in. Do you even feel like moving right about now? Cause I know you were saying you ain't feel good. You wasn't feeling too well the other day. But congratulations on that. I know that's been a long time coming right now. My grandma had a grapefruit tree. Ooh, same Chris. Mango tree, lemon bush, tomatoes in South Florida. I was just gonna say where she was at. That's what my grandma had, all of that stuff right there. My grandma used to grow all that stuff. She used to grow pumpkins and all of that stuff. I love your shorts tea, so sweet. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. Now just trying to stay in the mode of creating content, even if I create something once a day, because and this time has been the hardest time around because I told y'all usually when I'm going through something, the first thing I do is I will drop this. I won't do I won't do content. I just like drop it off and leave it cuz like it's just like my mind does not be there um in the place, but I said this time that I would take along the journey, and I've been getting so much information and everything with this, and to be honest with y'all, I keep saying to y'all, this is like, and I don't know why I'll be wanting to ask other people that have been through cancer before, chemotherapy and everything. The only thing I can keep on saying about this is that um it's like having the worst case of um morning sickness. It's horrible. You get pregnant and then all you want to do is you want to sleep. It's like you don't never get enough sleep. It's just like your body is sluggish and then you nauseous every day, all day. You smell something, it make you nauseous. You eat something, sometimes you feel like I want this and I want that, only to get it to your face and then you eat it and then you really don't want it or you can't eat it, or it's just all kinds of things. Even with the dry mouth on the inside of your mouth, it's like for me going through morning sickness and stuff is like you drink something or you eat something. Oh my goodness, thank you for that. Thank you. You eat something, and I don't. Is that Gamma's get your big ass up page, or is that yeah? Thank you for that, Gamma. Thank you. Um, yeah, it's just like really bad morning sickness. And the further and further I get away from chemo, cause y'all do know Sunday was my last day. Cause when they do a chemo treatment for me, the chemo treatment lasts. It starts on Friday and it ends on Sunday, and then they remove the bag from off of me on Monday evening. So my chemo treatment is for 3 days, and then I have it removed. So it's just like now I'm like every day is like I feel like I'm getting a little bit better than the day before, um, or whatever. But it's still that's how it is. But yeah, I be trying to like stick with, because I said that I'm going to throughout this journey. Then I'm gonna keep on talking about how it is to go through this journey, and hopefully at one point, no, not hopefully, somewhere along in this journey, because let me tell y'all about one other thing. Um, oh my goodness, Korean, you planting stuff in buckets. Let me catch up with this chat and then I'm gonna tell y'all um what I've been seeing, because I thought I was gonna see one thing when I went to chemotherapy, and that was a lot different than what I thought it was gonna be. No, I don't want. those ways. Old kids, I want some trees. We got deer, so God put some light fences around them or something. Oh yeah, the deers will come and eat. West Palm Beach. Oh, okay, Chris, you ain't too far up the road. I'm from Vero Beach, Guilford, Florida. So them two, West Palm Beach and Guilford, is like 45 minutes from each other. But I don't know, it's right here in Orlando. Deer kicked my neighbor's fence around his tree. He down and ate the fruit. Hey, Phoenix. Hey, girl. Uh, hey, Black Coffee. Silky Black. Hey, Conspiracy Realist. Um, it's Miss Wrist. Welcome, y'all. Shandy. Larry. Hey, Larry. The South Memphis show. Hey, T1000. Hi, y'all. Did y'all hopefully y'all thank Gamma for those gifts or whatever. I need to get over there. I lived in West Palm Beach years ago. Yeah, I used to like the 45th Street flea market, tie dyes. Um, hey, Tashanna. She got her a membership too. Uh, wow, she cooks. I used to live off of Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. Yep. Hey y'all, thank you for the membership. Silky Black, how is everything going? Me too, but in some apartment, like walking distance to the beach. As we giving, are they giving you meds for nausea? Yeah, they giving me. I actually got two medications for nausea. One of them is Zofran, and then there's another one. I can't think of what the name of that one is, because it's for nausea and vomiting. So yeah, they give you a medication for everything. You got to have a medication for nausea, for vomiting, for diarrhea. I mean, it's one for everything, one for pain. But it's like, yeah, I ain't gonna get into that one yet right now. I'll talk to y'all about that later on. Um, Peace and blessings. I'm so glad that you're getting better by the day. Yeah, with each day, like it gets better and better. The further away that you get from it. But it's like for me, it's like, okay, you getting further and further, and you feel better with each day. But then you're gonna turn around and do it all over again. Are you done with chemo? No. Um, so I had my first chemo on the 28th of February, which lasted. They gave chemo Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I went and had the, because it's like they send you home with an IV connected to your port when it shut off on Sunday, and then they disconnect it. They detach it from your port on Monday. And which while that's happening, you can't take a shower while you have that attached to you because you can't get the stuff wet around it, for infection and stuff like that. Um, Getting into the port and stuff like that right there. So, okay, now my next chemo treatment is on the 14th of this month. So it's like you got 2 weeks. You got 2 weeks in between. And for me, I'm on three different three different chemos. So which is an aggressive treatment for me. So no, I'm not done with chemo. Yeah, I have 3 months of chemo that, well, this is the plan that they have so far. This is to do 3 months of chemo, and then they want to go in and remove the cancer, and then they want me to do 3 more months of chemo. And I don't know if any of you all knew that when I went to my appointment on the 28th, prior to that date, I had did a CAT scan of my chest, and they found a spot on my left lung also. So, which I didn't let that bother me. So, for what? Because I'm already going through chemo. So, you know, and the way I look at it is just hopefully it'll go ahead and take care of all of it at the same time. They'll do what they gotta do, and then we'll be done with this thing. But yes, 45th Street Flea Market. That's what I'm talking about right there. That seems to be my spot. I'm glad they have medication to cover everything to help you through. Right? You gotta have a medication for everything. But this what I wanted to tell y'all is like when I told y'all they had took me through that room of where they do the chemotherapy at. And they didn't warn me before they had took me through that. They just had took you through that. It looked like it was gonna be like this sad place, but when I ended up going to do chemo, um it was not the sad place like I thought that it was gonna be. There's a lot of people that's in there, and they just come in there and they just sit in there. People be in there, they getting their treatments and stuff, and then they just sitting there, they eating, uh playing games on their phone. um they just doing their own thing, and I just said to myself, I'll be glad when they get to the place, and then there's other people in there that's willing to like give you information, about how they did different stuff or whatever, which is how I told y'all this one girl told me that she got her hair froze on her head and stuff like that so that it don't fall out. So there's that for me was something different that I thought was going to be like, it was going to be like a sad, gloomy place. But it wasn't. And if y'all hear somebody snoring in the background, just pretend like y'all don't hear it, okay? Um, all those, all those neon lights. What neon lights you see? What neon lights you talking about, Korean? Tashanna, my mom. Oh, really? Yeah, well, I didn't know that. My mom is a cancer survivor. Yeah, there's been a lot of people that I've seen here on YouTube. I've watched them and everything, and I've never heard them ever say anything about cancer before. But I'm very appreciative of the people coming through and encouraging me with their stories that I didn't even know that they had. Um, and everything. Um, yeah, I'm just, when you went into that room with the blue lights. Oh, that room, Korean was, that room was actually, that was the MRI. That room that was like that bright, like that purplish light or whatever. That's a MR. That's the MRI. That's when they put you in that tube and they leave you in there for almost a half an hour. That can make you, if you claustrophobic, can make you absolutely nuts in there. But like Gamma them said, they got a medication for everything, so they give you something to take away the anxiety, so you able to lay up in there without losing your mind while you in there. Cause everything be you be in a tight tube, everything touching you and right in your face. Just the thought about it, but yeah, um, but yeah, it's not. It's not the place of where you think you would go in there, and it's like there's a lot of sad people and all of that stuff like that. It's not. It's not like that. Um, so for me, that was thank you for that, Phoenix. Thank you, thank you. Um, um, it wasn't that sad, gloomy place, and it's like, there's a lot of things that happen in there. I actually, some people had me laughing while I was in there the last time, especially my sister going with me. She was listening to everything, because me, I'm just like kind of focused in on my own self at the moment, but my sister is paying attention to everything that's going on around her, so she is like saying little things to me and everything. But yeah, and you know me, I'm just focused on, it's like I made it through those the first 4 hours of chemo, and all of that was like smooth sailing. That the like the first 6 hours was like straight. Um, 1 minute it was just like I felt normal. The next minute I started to feel sleepy. But when they gave that third bag of chemo, ooh, that bag right there was the devil. Just took everything. And yeah, I was just like somebody zapped all my energy and stuff away from me at that on that third bag. So where I had said the last 30 minutes I started slipping. Yeah, that third, what I thought was going to be the last 30 minutes actually turned out to be, I had to be there for another hour and a half, because one of the pumps was not pumping the medicine out as fast as it was supposed to be pumping it out. So I ended up staying there for almost 2 hours longer, where my appointment was supposed to be from 9:15 in the morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I ended up being there until like 4:46 in the afternoon to get the rest of that medicine or whatever. But like I said, through the process, I'm going to try and continue to bring y'all through it, and then the moments in between where I can do something different and this not be our conversation all the time. I can remember saying this to y'all when I was in the hospital, when I didn't know that I had cancer, or that I was going to find out that I had it, because this is not what I was looking for. I was like trying to get away from the talk of the hospital and all of that stuff, and for whatever reason I couldn't get away from it. And here we is on the next level talking about that situation. So, but eventually we'll get back into our gardening. Point blank period. Still in between the garden and all of that stuff, we still have so many other ways that we can grow in different situations. Do I know of those things just yet? No, I don't know, but I feel like through conversations and stuff, when we on here talking and stuff, there's ways, conversations and stuff that can come up, and we still can have a balance with each other about the things that we talk about. You get what you need, I get what I need, and then we both get to go to bed satisfied with all the things that we need, you know. That's what I'm interested in. I ain't interested in taking too much from somebody and somebody taking too much from me. I love balance. Um Thank you, Phoenix. Thank you. When you Yeah, okay then. Okay, I answered that already. That's why they always say, bring someone with you. Thank God for Sister. She's a blessing. Yeah. First, so far, man, on the 14th, I got so many people going with me on the 14th. They taking shifts. They taking shifts on the 14th. I think I got like 4 people going with me on the 14th. So, which is absolutely a blessing. And so, um, I'll have someone different with me probably for every 2 hours that I'm there, going through, um, this. So it's my phone. It's sending before I finish my, my sentence. Oh Lord. Well, Korean, then I hope that I am. Sometimes I feel like coming on here and talking to y'all about what I'm going through. I feel like I be giving my burden or whatever, and that's absolutely not what I want to. Is but um, in a lot of ways, YouTube is my diary for right now. It's like I feel like I done held so many things in my life, and it's like. And actually, the lady that told me that she froze her hair, she says she's a very private person. She's gone through this situation. She was glad to find the thing where you freeze your hair on your head and everything. So then that meant she didn't have to explain to anybody at her job why she lost her hair. And then I was talking to her and telling her that I'm absolutely the opposite of her. It's like now, it's like I've been through so much stuff in my life. It's like now I'm screaming that shit out to the top of my lungs. When it come down to it, I can't hold it. I can't hold it in anymore. And it's when you going through stuff and you try to hold on to that stuff and keep it on the inside, the only person it's affecting is the one that's holding on to it. Just you sitting there just riding out on that and not at the same time. And which also gets me to wonder is because I held on to stuff so long in my life and was so ashamed to say it or talk about it. Did me holding on, because it's sitting on the inside of you. It's like something sitting on the inside of you and just fermenting, right? So if you can let it go, forget about what everybody else gonna think about who you are, what you are, or whatever. Whatever things that you feel like you can let go of, don't hold it on the inside for it to sit there and ferment on the inside of you and cause some other issues to manifest in your life. What you can let go right now, let it go. Let it go. It's not yours to hold on to, and you just don't know when you set yourself free. You don't know how many other people you set free along with yourself when you let it go. So, um, we are here for whatever you want to talk about. Thank you very much. Did you have a clue? Did you have clue? Last question. Corinne, are you talking about the with the cancer? Did I have a clue? I Absolutely not. If I'm answering the question that I think that you're asking me, did I have a clue of did I have cancer? When I tell you, um, I went on the 14th, I can show you videos of me being wheeled into that hospital. I was laughing, talking, having all kinds of conversations. When I tell you, it was like this thing took me and put me in a headlock and slammed me on the ground from behind, unsuspecting. And I'm not talking about another woman that grabbed me from behind in a headlock. It felt like a man grabbed me, and he was about 7 feet tall, grabbed me in a headlock, took me, and slammed me on my head. That's how caught off guard or how clueless I was. I never went in there thinking pancreatitis was going to turn into pancreatic cancer. Not one clue. Hi, Graceland. Thank you for coming through and joining us. I thank God for your support team. I do too, Gamma. Yes, yes, yes. You made you made my day. Really, I did. I'm just gonna sit on my hands. Forget it. Just know that everybody is amazing. You have a great support team. I'm proud of you. And you're beautiful and loved. Thank you, Phoenix. Um, um, teach, let it go. Yeah, let it go because you just don't know if you holding on to this stuff on the inside of you. Um, is the things that help fester this stuff on the insides of us. We holding on to all of these problems and stuff instead of letting them go. It's just sitting on the inside of us and it's just rotting away. Um, so yeah, I had no clue. No clue at all. Yep. And just imagine if I was even thinking that I was going to get a diagnosis of cancer, I definitely wouldn't have let it happen on, well, I don't even know. I'm not going to even say it like that because, holidays I ain't like that with holidays. But out of all days on Valentine's Day, yeah, I wouldn't have, I, no, no, definitely caught off guard. Yep. And that was like when the doctor said that I couldn't even believe the words that was coming out of his mouth. When he said the word, yeah, I was lost after that point. I couldn't even talk. I couldn't hear anything else he was saying. I literally just dialed my sister on the phone and I gave the phone to the doctor. And he talked to my sister and all I could just hear my sister kept saying, the same one that y'all see in the short with me that's at my she's at chemo with me. That's the one that I called, and um that's the first one that he was telling the news to after me. And she just all I can hear her saying is Jesus. Jesus. She just kept saying it over and over again. Um so yeah, totally caught off guard. Totally caught off guard. Nope. If you would have seen the smile on my face, and actually, the video where y'all see me where I got the flower in the card, I was being wheeled into the hospital. That smile that's on my face is I'm being wheeled into the hospital where they're about to do the endoscopy, where they go inside and they find out that I have this cancer. that they were telling me that they thought it was necrosis of the pancreas, only to go and find out that it was cancer. So I had came to terms with you know the necrosis, because they had gave me a remedy for that already. But to go in there and find out that at this level, yeah, was something totally different. I haven't been having a hard time. I lost my best friend. Ooh, Lord. Um, yeah, Graceland, that's a hard one. And sometimes over here we talk about sometimes there's so much we want people to be healed right here in this place, and sometimes there is healing in leaving this place. That's not what a lot of us want to hear or want to know, but I've learned that over the years, that there's healing in that place too. I couldn't believe when I seen you in the hospital. Yeah, I think a lot of people were shocked at that. Everybody done seen me everywhere else. Nothing like the hospital. I couldn't have never thought that out of all the garden and stuff I come on and talk to y'all about, that this was gonna be the next place we were gonna be in. I just wanted it to be the flowers, all the plans and stuff I had made. I wanted to grow my sunflowers. I wanted to do X, Y, and Z. And none of my plans have worked out the way that I wanted them to. Well, I guess they say what God got in line for your life is not it's not the same as your plan. So yep, um it was all a shock. Yeah. Something about the name Jesus. You better say it, Korean, a few more times. I know that's right. I'm in one of your videos, you said they gave you morphine. I knew it was bad because the pain was that bad. Yep, Marjorie, pancreatitis is very, very painful all on its own, right? And the thing is we done jumped on to talking about cancer, but I'm still dealing with the pancreatitis at the same time that I'm going through this. So when you hear me taking like the deep breaths and everything, yeah, those pains are still in my side and in my back. And what they give me for that is the oxy. So I'm still going through those pains. So it doesn't, just because I find out that, it doesn't alleviate any of that. But what was happening in the hospital, there's a lot of things that they were giving to me, and it only worked for X amount of time. And then it's like the pain is like right back there. So one of the things that they actually done told me is that if the pain continues the way that it is, there's another device that they want to implant into my pancreas, if I'm understanding it right. Because let me tell y'all something. I told y'all, they be talking to me about stuff, and once they say one thing, and he was talking about this one thing after he told me that they found a spot in my lung, and it's only 3 millimeters, which is very, very small, but nonetheless, it's still a spot. See, once he say something like that to me, everything else after that is like it go out the window. I don't got no more room for no bad information or no nothing. So I know I got somebody in there with me who paying attention to everything that he's saying after that and gonna ask him 500 million questions, even if I don't have the information on the inside of me. So, this is during the time when he's telling me that they can implant something to help me with that pain if need be. So, yeah, it's pretty bad. Um, my sister has a close friend that is also a survivor, and she has such an amazing story. You're up next. I, there's definitely moments, Gamma, that I feel like I'm going to have a testimony. Because there, in me right now, I keep telling y'all what my biggest fear is having to depend on other people. And let me tell you how dependent this thing will make you on other people, right? I never imagined that if I need a pill or I need to take something because I feel this nausea coming on and I'm scared to, because when you vomit or whatever like that, it uses a lot of muscles in your neck and all of that stuff. So I got this port is in my chest and going up into my neck. So I'm afraid of even throwing up or whatever. But I'm fighting everything because I think, okay, I can reach in my bag and I can get my own pill bottle and I can get me a pill from out of there and take it. Do you know that there's moments that I cannot even take the top off of a pill bottle? So for me, leaving this place is not as scary. Do I want to leave this place at this moment? No, because I still have 3 minor children that I would like to be here for. But I never wanted to be in a position where I gotta trust and depend on people to take care of me, because that has not happened in my life. And obviously, I'm here. Somebody helped take care of me in a lot of different ways. But I have the stories that I can tell y'all where a lot of balls have been dropped with me. And so those things have taught me to not trust people, if you know what I mean. So that for me is the scariest. But I would love to hear your sister's story one day. Yep, Graceland in life. If you just want to know, Graceland is something when people betray you in life. I feel like there's something God be trying to cross off of your life, because he don't want you to depend on people. People are meant to fail you at a certain point. You get too dependent on people. At some point they're gonna fail you. We're all human. That doesn't make a person the worst person ever because they fail you. You cannot be anybody's everything, and vice versa. Um, sometimes we get too dependent on other people, and it's meant to be destroyed, so that it doesn't keep happening. So, sometimes it's just time to move on. And sometimes we don't recognize those times when it's time to move on. And so it have to be made prevalent. And I'm pretty sure if your friend crossed you one time, she probably crossed you several times, but you felt like it was worth holding on to, waiting for it. Oh, it'll be okay, until it came around again and again, and those times when she betrayed you became bigger and bigger, because sometimes we don't be paying attention to those things. We just want to keep forgiving people and allowing them to walk over us, and those things. And so sometimes it's the small things you got to pay attention to more than those bigger things. I didn't know you had the pancreatitis also. Yeah, Gamma, that's how I got to know about the cancer. That was the first reason that I was in the hospital. Starting on that started January 27th, I believe it was the morning I woke up, jumped up out of my bed, and I ran to the car to go to the hospital. And been going, stayed in the hospital for a week that first time, got out, stayed out for about 4 or 5 days, and went right back into the hospital. And that second stay is where I learned everything. I thought that was a mid diagnosis. I understand now. Yep. All right, Graceland. See you later. God works. Yes, he is. Um, but yeah, y'all. We will chat as the days go on, and hopefully as I gain everything back, then I'll be able to like record other things or whatever, because I'm telling y'all, I'm just not being able to be like woke um for the time that I've been woke. But Lord Jesus, and here I am with the yarning already. But I appreciate y'all, girl face. Hey, girl face. Pay attention to the quiet storm. God's gonna speak to your spirit. I'm listening, girl face. I'm listening. And I'm here to tell y'all that even if I don't say anything, when I can open my eyes and hold my phone, I can promise y'all on everything. I can see y'all. The only difference is right now, like if I don't have nobody to be like, hey, see this scripture right here? Pull this up for me. Let me see what that scripture say right there. Read to me what that scripture is right there. I read y'all messages. I just, I don't have the energy to respond to every single one of them and everything. And so, but I can see, I can read the prayers. Um yeah, just know I can see, and I can read y'all encouraging words and stuff that y'all saying to me. And I appreciate y'all for every single one of them. Every one of them. And just know in my mind when y'all saying stuff to me, I'm saying back to y'all over and over again, even though you can't hear me. Tenfold. Tenfold. May God give it back to you. 10 times what you asking him to do in my life. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart in Jesus' name. I mean that. So just because I don't respond to it doesn't mean that I don't see it. I see it. I'm reading and I'm smiling on the inside even when my face can't move with it. I really do appreciate y'all. I really do. Hey, Dana. I'm on a journey too. Girlface, I think we all be on journeys. And I think sometimes the journeys that we be on, we feel like we be the only ones out there on our own. And I'm telling you, for a long time, I felt like a lot of these journeys and stuff, that these things that I go through, or have gone through in life, I feel like I'm the only one in the world going through this stuff, until you lay it out there, and then thousands of people come out and say, man, I thought I was the only one. We all out here feeling the same way, sitting right next to each other, and we have no idea that we all on a journey. If we ain't on the journey right now, we probably resting up for our next journey that's about to come up um in our life. But we all on a journey. I feel headed to someplace. um it's just, where are we going? Thank you, Dana. But I just like to say I appreciate you all for the encouraging words, the prayers, and all of that. Sometimes people send me like different remedies and stuff, for everything. Those things too, um, they bring up questions and stuff in my mind. Lord, am I doing the right thing? Did I move too fast with going around? I got questions every day going through this. A part of my mind wanted to say it brings up confusion, but it doesn't bring up confusion. It brings up questions in my mind. Like, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Those kinds of things like that. So, you know, I'm asking questions. So, um, just know that sometimes some of us don't know how to explain, and we over explain, and then we sound too stupid. No, you don't sound stupid at all and needy, but we're trying to tell you in our own twisted way. We're here for you. And I appreciate that, Phoenix. I appreciate it. How can I serve you, my friend? Is really what I mean. Fight the fight. Phoenix, just what you've been doing already, saying the prayers, and I know you mean every single one of them. Um, and remember, you asking somebody who does not know how to depend on people, who does not ask people for anything. You asking me, what can you do for me? Usually, when a person is like that, you're not going to get an answer. You're not going to get an answer for it. Um, it's just not. It's just not who I am. So, um, you know, so it ain't like I'm taking anything that you all are saying or offering and whatever and slapping it down on the ground. I'm just not. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna ever say to you that this is what it is. Just that just ain't me. But don't miss out. Set your notification. Okay then. But you all, I'm gonna get ready to lay it down, and I appreciate y'all for coming through and supporting. And I will talk to y'all maybe tomorrow sometime. You just have to do you just have to do for them what you want to be done for yourself. Yep, the devil always wants you to look stupid and mad. You have to discern his voice. Yep, that's right. I always want you to feel stupid, but especially when you ain't had nobody like to care for you in those ways and stuff, it can feel stupid that you're reaching out to somebody and you're offering them love, caring, and all of that stuff. It can make you feel that way, But there's nothing stupid about caring and being concerned for somebody. So, um, yeah, no, yep, we all learning, but I love you all very much. Um, and y'all keep on growing. That's what I'm gonna say. We all growing together on this journey that we on. And we'll talk again probably tomorrow sometime. Y'all have a great night.